You've been abducted by a hostile alien species. In order to escape, you must navigate through a series of wormholes using one of their foreign ships. Your ship is in constant need of fuel, which you must collect. The more correct fuel pods you collect, the faster you will go. To advance wormholes, you need to grab matching fuel cells. However, the tricky aliens have created booby-trapped fuel cells that will harm your ship and slow you down. In each wormhole, there is a different pattern of when good fuel cells appear. The ship's sensors will give you cues to help you determine which fuel pods to grab to fuel your ship and which ones to zap to escape the wormhole. If the ship is too low on fuel or too many hazardous pods are collected, it will begin to navigate itself back to the home planet and you will be captured. Good luck, cadet. Your ship can get moving pretty fast. It's important to choose a speed that will not hinder your ability to remember items. Lower your speed if you are moving too fast. You can adjust your speed faster or slower at the start of each level. Move your ship by swiping your finger to the left and right on the screen. You will need to collect fuel pods to keep your ship moving. To collect a fuel pod, fly your ship through the fuel pod. To advance levels, you need to zap matching fuel pods. To zap a matching pod, tap your finger on the item you wish to shoot, or tap on one of the blue columns on either side of the screen. A laser beam will grab the match. In the upper left-hand corner of the screen, there's a timer. You have to complete the mission by the time this timer runs out. In the upper middle, there's a progress bar. As you zap pods, it'll fill up, and when it's full, you'll have completed the wormhole. In the upper right, there's the fuel tank. If this runs out, you will have failed the mission, so make sure you're collecting pods as you go. The level is on the right. It's merely displaying the difficulty you've chosen for this level. And under that is the pause button. You can use that to stop the level or go to a different one. There will be obstacles in your way sometimes, and there will also be pods. It's up to you to determine which ones are which. To the left is the zapper control. Press this when you see a matching pod so you can collect it. And right above that is the speed that you set the level to. Zap matching fuel pods to advance levels. You will know a fuel pod is a match if its shape matches the pod correct number back for that wormhole. You must continuously update your list of items to remember every time a new fuel pod appears. For example, for the 2-back wormhole, you will zap a pod only if its shape is the same as the 1-2 pods before it. On a 3-back wormhole, you will zap the pod only if its shape is the same as the 1-3 pods before it. Collect all other pods to keep fuel in your tank. After each level, you will have a choice of what exercise you'd like to play next. For example, a level where you will match on color, shape, and/or sound. The details for each choice are shown on the right panel. It is critical to play all level types, as well as choose higher end levels, in order to receive cognitive benefits from training. Sometimes you will match a fuel pod based only on the sound it makes, so listen very carefully. You will hear a sound play at the time the fuel pod appears on the horizon. The sound played is associated with this pod. Zap matching fuel pods to advance levels. You know a fuel pod is a match if its sound matches the pod the correct number back for that wormhole level. You must continuously update your list of items to remember every time a new fuel pod appears. For example, for the 2-back wormhole, you will zap a pod only if its sound is the same as the 1-2 pod before it. On a 3-back wormhole, you will zap the pod only if the sound is the same as the 1-3 pods before it. Collect all other pods to keep fuel in your tank. Sometimes the fuel pods may randomly cloak their color, shape, or sound. This means that one of those signals will be missing, so it's critical to remember all 3 pieces of information: color, shape, and sound, and how they go together. It might look something like this.